YouTube, the second most popular social media site. The biggest creators on the platform make millions of dollars just from YouTube alone, so there's tons of potential profits. However, many small channels fail to get in the spotlight, as they don't understand the algorithm and its motives. The biggest channels, though, seemed to gain thousands of subscribers right from the get-go. How did they do it? Well, it might surprise you, but suspense, stealing, and manipulation was all used to get to the top. Today, I will dive deep to figure out how these channels beat the YouTube algorithm. Now, before we begin, we have to understand the algorithm and how they recommend videos. In a nutshell, there are two main factors for the videos that they recommend: the click-through rate and the retention rate. The click-through rate determines how many times your video is clicked on when it's shown to a viewer, and the retention rate determines how long viewers stay on your video once they click on it. For example, if this video was shown to 10 people and only 8 of them clicked on it, then it would have an 80% click-through rate, and if 90% of the people who watched that video stayed until the very end, then it would have a high retention rate. Now, improving your click-through rate is very difficult when your video is surrounded by many others that have millions of views. However, trend jacking can be used to your advantage. This 2018 article from Retail Ritesh explained this concept the best. In simple words, trend jacking is simply the act of capitalizing on an existing trend in order to bolster one's brand in the marketplace. YouTubers like Dude Perfect incorporate this strategy in their own videos. When fidget spinners used to be the biggest trend, they made a trick shot video with fidget spinners in it that got hundreds of millions of views. They did the same thing for the bottle flipping craze too, which got the same results. Now, stealing audiences is another technique that is used, and it follows the same guidelines as trend jacking. Instead of making videos about trends, creators can instead make videos about famous YouTubers. Take a look at Dream's channel, which got 9 million subscribers in 9 months. One of the very first videos he made was about PewDiePie, which used to be the biggest channel on all of YouTube. Dream got tons of traction just from that video because it was about PewDiePie, and after that it was smooth sailing from there. Another channel who used this strategy was Airac, who went from 0 to 1 million subscribers in 1 year. If you just look at his channel, you can see that many of his older videos are centered around bigger YouTubers than himself. This is because nobody cares about you when you're starting out on YouTube. They only care about the latest trend or their favorite YouTubers. So, by making videos about these topics, you can earn their click. And once you get enough traction, you can transition to your own original content. Now, click-through rate isn't the only factor that influences the algorithm. Retention rates affect it too. And, as you already might have guessed, popular YouTubers also found a clever way to hack this. Suspense is a fundamental aspect for high retention rates. In fact, there was so much suspense being used in the videos that I saw that I made up a saying for it: tension for retention. By creating tension and suspense, the viewer can't click away as they need to see what happens next. Time constraints, keeping the stakes high, and applying pressure are the main techniques used by these YouTubers to create suspense. MrBeast is a master at creating suspense, as he makes challenge videos that incorporate all these different things. This video, for example, uses everything. The stakes are high, as there's $1 million on the line. Time constraints are used, as the guy only has 24 hours to complete the challenge, and the pressure is high, as it's difficult to spend all that money in a short amount of time. You may think that it's impossible to create suspense if you don't have $1 million, but that's false. Many other creators found ways to create suspense without doing crazy challenge videos. The Odd Ones Out, for example, makes videos about stories from his life, and they all incorporate suspense in them. Take a look at this clip from his video about his hamster, Squeaks.
One One day, me and my sister came home from school and Squeaks was just gone. He escaped. Everyone check your pockets! We looked everywhere and we couldn't find him. We had to keep a close eye on Georgie at all times. My sister put up missing posters around the house. I don't know if those help. We built this box thing out of Duplo and we made these stairs going up to the top of the box and we put lettuce on each step, and the plan was that the hamster would walk up the stairs and fall in the box because they're stupid. But the traps never worked. And all the hamsters we got in the future that also escaped, we made the same traps and not once did they ever work. 4 days. Squeaks was missing for 4 days. We found his body inside the wall. He was alive!
First, he keeps the stakes high as his hamster's life is on the line, and there's a lot of pressure to find it as it could literally be anywhere in his house. Time constraints are also used, too, as it might die if it's left unattended. Suspense was discreetly used in this video, along with many others, which caused the odd ones out to skyrocket in popularity. Now that you know how these big YouTubers gained their wide audiences, the mystery is finally revealed. Both the click-through rates and the retention rates of your videos are crucial for gaining and keeping new viewers, and you can increase these rates by leveraging techniques like trend jacking and suspense. Hopefully, this can give you a better understanding of the YouTube platform and how these big YouTubers beat the YouTube algorithm.